All good, no bad. I think that's, oops, I'm showing spoilers. That's the last one we're going to get to. We go in order. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Another week done. Personally, first week probably of the year 2026 where I'm a full 7-day stretch where I'm not having some ailment or pain, and I've had normal amounts of sleep, you know, as normal for me as I get, you know, bad sleeping habits and all that I have. So I'm thankful for that. Let's hope it keeps up into February. What is today? Is today last day? No, tomorrow's the last day of January. Today's 30th. 31 days in January. All right, so welcome to the stream. We're going to get to... it's funny because we basically... There's literally nothing currently running on the channel here. So the plate is clean, as I like to say. We're actually going to start with Cocoon. Start Cocoon a little later tonight after some odd one out episodes. Cocoon, smaller-ish puzzle game little thing experience. I'm excited to play. But let's not jump the gun. We got odd one out first. 3 odd one out episodes on the docket. The next one's in order here, because remember, we just started from the beginning and we're just slowly progressing. I did have a few. I don't want to get too much into it, but I was pissed at Jubilee, an odd one out, but mostly Jubilee, who is the channel that makes these videos. I was pissed off at them for several months there. There was an actual, for once, there was an actual tangible reason why I was small protesting doing odd one outs with Jubilee stuff. But again, I'm not going to get too much into it. Whatever. Anyway. We have 5 British. Sorry about that. People versus a fake one. So I really hope we get some terrible accent from the fake. That'd be really good. I could only hope. It would be so funny. They probably got someone who would be able to, like, have a decent British voice, right? But it'd be very funny if they just told someone and they're like, just try your best, and then they just fucked up. Or maybe there's a couple of people that don't have much of an accent, and maybe that makes it difficult. Maybe they lost their accent or something. Also, funny enough, there's not 7 people. There's 6 people. Usually you have 6 reals and 1 fake. Here you have just 5 real and 1 fake. Could they not find a 6th British person? Did one of them call in sick this day? Much to consider. We also have, oh boy, 6 women who have orgasmed versus a fake. That's orgasmed. 6 women who have orgasmed versus a fake. So someone has not. I can't wait to get into that one. And then 6 men in therapy versus a fake, which is also on the other spectrum of like just absurd category. I mean, it's good. I'm a proponent of therapy. Go to therapy. Could do you a whole lot of good. I'm just saying, as far as a category, don't get it twisted. I'm not making fun of therapy or anything. I'm just saying, or being a man in therapy, I'm saying what an odd one out category. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think I checked some audio levels beforehand, but as we get into this, I'll move the audio around. British people versus the fake. Remember, I lock in a vote. I don't know if it's going to be obvious. I lock in when we get introed. Then after one round, I pick another one. I lock in a second vote. I get 2 votes. That's how I play along with Odd One Out on the channel. Here we go.
I am British.
I am British.
I'm British.
I'm British.
I am British.
I'm British.
Oh, that last one really had that ish. British.
I am British.
See, he did the T. I think they all did the T except for the last one. Let me get that all.
I am British.
I am British.
I'm British.
I'm British.
I am British.
I'm British.
I'm British. Do I go with him just because he did stereotypical British? I want one more.
I am British.
Yes.
I am British.
Sure.
I'm British.
Yeah.
I'm British.
Yeah.
I am British.
Yeah.
I'm British.
Okay, I'm gonna pick this guy, and not just because he said British. British. I'm just picking. This is vibes. This is a vibes pick. Corner. One of them's American. Okay, so we definitively. I mean, I guess I probably could have guessed that, but one of them is gonna be American.
Why am I nervous?
Is anyone else nervous?
I'm nervous too. I'm actually a dual citizen, US and UK. I grew up in England, in London, and I moved to America when I was 12. So you'll hear I have a bit of a funky accent.
I'm not a dual citizen, I'm a citizen of the UK, but I also moved when I was 12, and
Oh,
my
cool.
accent, for the most part, I think I still sound kind of British.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a citizen of the UK. I spent about 4 years in India, so I got a bit of that as well. And I moved to the US 2 years ago for UCLA, so I'm a student right now.
I'm also a citizen of the UK. I moved to the US 2 months ago.
I'm not convinced by this guy. I'm not convinced.
I spent about 4
me
years
try
in
this again.
India, so I got a bit of that as well. And I moved to the US 2 years ago for UCLA.
Also, hello.
So I'm a student right now.
I'm also a citizen of the UK. I moved to the US 2 months ago.
Welcome.
I lived in Canada before that for 4 years, which was horrible because I hate the cold.
I've lived here for 11 years. I'm from Liverpool. Yeah.
Oh, he already seems shifty. This already they're playing the mute.
Canada before that for 4 years, which was horrible because I hate the cold.
I've lived here for 11 years. I'm from Liverpool. Yeah. I've been here a long time, so my accent kind of.
All right. This is the classic. If he's not the fake, he's doing a really bad job at making people not think he's the fake. You know what I mean? Like, this is classic. Like, he might be in his own head, but he's not giving specific numbers. He said, I was here a long time. Like, what? I mean, you're doing a terrible job, because even if you're not the fake, immediately this is presentable. How do you not know what you're going to first open up with? They're not even asking you a question. You just got to say something and not seem suspicious, and he's failing.
For 11 years. I'm from Liverpool. Yeah. I've been here
And yeah, that's all I got.
a long time, so my accent
Unfortunate.
kind of sounds muddled, but I'm a Scouser.
Scouse?
Oh my God, we got an advert. Is this Enfield that I've been seeing around? Oh man, crazy.
Dual citizen. A long time, so
Don't want to miss anything.
Kind of sounds muddled, but I'm a Scouser.
Scouse?
I'm also a dual citizen. I moved here when I was 12. I got my dual citizenship when I was 12.
Lots of people got their dual citizenships at 12.
Suspicious.
12.
Got our eyes on you.
Not very.
I said it first.
That's true.
You're from London. Where in the UK are you from?
Yeah, London.
London.
Yeah.
Leicester.
Why am I so intense on the Jubilee videos? Like, personality-wise, I'm intense? Or do you just mean I care so deeply about Jubilee? This is a serious matter. Is that what you mean? This is a matter, I don't want to say life and death, but like, this is important. I want to win. Also, I'm a master at analyzing people. I gotta analyze people. I gotta display the skills, you know?
Liverpool. Where are you from? in the
London.
UK? Oh, London. I'm from Manchester.
What part of London?
Peckham.
No way. Okay, I'm from Upper Norwood.
Yeah.
Where
West.
specifically in
West.
London? West, okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Leicester and Wigston.
Oh, okay, nice.
Where in Liverpool? I studied there.
I was born in West Derby.
Okay.
Wigston.
Even that answer wasn't great. He paused a lot. I think this is easy pickings. Again, he might not be the fake, but this is like, he's gonna be singled out of here.
Yeah.
You gave him a reason.
Yes. I believe
Market
so.
Harbour.
Market Harbour. Sounds familiar. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in a very small bubble. I mean, my parents would take me everywhere. And I grew up in India for like 14 to 18. and then go back to the UK, finish up my school there. And then
How long were you in Leicester for?
I went from 0 to 14. I was born in Leicester. Yeah.
That's cool.
I feel like someone from Leicester would have automatically known where Market Harbour is. I'm from Manchester, and I know where Market Harbour is. It's a tiny little town.
I don't know a lot about English geography because I was so in my own world. And yeah, my parents would take me around everywhere. So his story was convincing to me because that's similar to my story. What were you guys' first impressions of America?
Really
Big.
overwhelmed.
Big, right?
Also, like,
Big.
huge portions with their food. Like every plate is like.
Their medium-sized
So big.
pizza is our large-sized pizza.
Yeah.
It's overwhelmed.
The imperial system.
Yes.
Horrible. Well, I've been here for 2 months. I'm still trying to get used to Fahrenheit. It's really stressing me
Yeah.
out.
The temperature is one. Things like that, you know.
Honestly, all fair.
I work off a 24
All
hour.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got that, yeah.
I think tipping culture is pretty bad.
Oh,
Everything here,
tipping
everything,
cultures.
whatever the price is,
Oh,
it's
goodness.
like at least $3.
But we could stay in this
or more.
conversation for ages.
I got a lot of questions, like people assume because you're British you like something. So when One Direction was big, they're like, you're British, you like One Direction. I was like, I have heard maybe 2 of their songs. Or like Harry Potter, hot take, I haven't seen all of the movies. I've only seen like 2.
You're joking.
I'm sorry, I know. That's like the peak British thing and I have done it.
Or like
Oh,
the first
Harry
thing they say
Potter,
is,
so
like,
important.
Talk about tea or
Yeah.
and
Right.
British
water.
culture.
Oh, yeah.
They always say water.
Or like pip pip cheerio. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, no one says that.
His story at first kind of seemed like he was just
Wow.
making
I
something
consider
up.
me shocked that it's not just an easy vote for the one
The
guy.
worst British accent I've heard ever.
Worst British accent ever. That's kind of where I'm. I mean, I'm opening myself up to be a big failure here, but that's kind of the vibe I was getting from this guy in the hat.
I'm so convinced it's him.
Because he didn't know his geography.
Oh.
I was just shocked. I was a bit sheltered, but so I didn't know my geography very well. But I was wondering when they're gonna get Michael out.
That's surprising.
All right, I'm picking in my second. My second vote is my second vote is this guy.
Not a very British.
I have to. It's a matter of like it's gonna be one of those things where it might be feeling too obvious, but like I feel like I'd kick myself if he ended up being the fake and I didn't pick it just because I thought it was too obvious, kind of thing. So I'm going second lock in this. So these are my 2 picks.
British.
I think it's a joke. I think everyone's British.
I feel like when I meet people, they always say, "Oh, you're from London." They automatically like assume everyone's from London. I'm like, "No, I'm from Liverpool." They're like, "Oh, the Beatles," and they mention the Beatles, but the UK is so big, like they just think it's just
Which
London.
is funny because I feel like a fake when I say I'm from London because it's like, oh, of course you're from London.
I spoke to someone that thought London was the country.
One time someone asked me, are you from England or Britain?
Yeah.
Well, that's because Americans don't know geography at all.
Very true. It's very, very true. It's unfortunate, but it is true. Your average American does not concern themselves or understand anything outside of the little bubble that we are in the States. Especially when it comes to like geography or world happenings. Terrible. Very bad.
I will say, since living here, I have felt my just general world knowledge declining as I go through the education system. I don't know anything about anywhere anymore.
For me, since I moved when I was 12, which is 7th grade here in the States,
She mentioned 7th grade, and usually we say year 7 or year 8 or year 9, and it just threw me off.
the biggest change I noticed was how
That's not.
students address their teachers. Like, it's very informal, you know? Whereas I think growing up in England, like, you would never question your teacher, you know? Or, like, I feel like the parents have that kind of...
What school did you go to?
It was funny because obviously growing up in England, you wear uniforms all the time.
Yeah.
It was lavender in the summertime with white socks.
Yeah, you have a winter and
And
summer
you
uniform.
winter, summer uniform,
Yeah.
and a PE uniform that changes
PE.
based on the
What
season
school did
too.
you go to?
Sydenham High School, shout out.
Although thinking about it, like I feel like I'm so glad that we had a uniform in school
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah.
the poor fashion choices I made at 13, I'm so glad I
was
didn't have to go to
wreck.
school dressed like
No,
that.
genuinely, I look back at my Facebook photos and want to disassociate from whoever that girl was. It wasn't me.
Hey good humans, it's Timmy here.
Oh.
And Maddie.
I'm a sucker for a good British accent. Do you think you've sniffed out the mole yet?
Honestly, I'm not sure. All I've been
The
smelling
hell
are
is this?
sweet fragrances I got from Scentbird.
What's that?
Wait, you've never heard
A
of Scentbird?
baked-in ad?
Well, Scentbird is actually the sponsor of this portion of the video. Scentbird is reimagining everything about how people
Scentbird.
discover, shop for, purchase, and
I'm
even
learning
experience
things.
fragrances. They let you try new designer fragrance every month for just $17. And every month you get to pick what you want to receive, so there aren't any surprises. Here, try this. Scentbird has a huge selection of perfumes, colognes, and unisex options.
I could probably
And with
use
each
this.
fragrance, you'll get a 30-day supply so you can try out fragrances.
No,
before you
actually,
use
no.
a
I smell
full-size
wonderful.
bottle, which can easily cost over $150. This month, I received Memoirs Wish You Were Here, and I love it because the notes of summer rain,
Memoirs.
toasted almonds, and fresh ground coffee just give me the cozy vibes of chilling in a cafe on a rainy summer day.
So good. This is Throne
I'm being
from
marketed
English
to.
Laundry. It has both floral and fruity notes. And you know how much I love
I
my
love fruity notes.
But
Wait, did he say what I was just about to say? Did he
On a
say?
rainy summer day.
So good. This is Throne from English Laundry. It has both floral and fruity notes. And you know how much I love my fruity notes.
We literally said the exact same thing, and I had no idea what this ad was obviously going to say. I literally just joked like, oh, I love fruity notes. And he said, and you know I love my fruity notes. We're one and the same. I wrote this ad, maybe.
But it also has that mask vibe that you get with a lot of cologne.
Oh my god, I love that. My boyfriend's getting that one for sure.
Excuse
I'm
me.
twinning.
I'm keeping this one for myself.
No. You can actually use the coupon code Jubilee55 to get 55% off your first
Use
month
my
at Scentbird.
promo
It's
code
just a
shit
little
from a
over
butt
$8 for your first month, available
for
in the
100%
USA.
off your order.
Be sure to check out the links in the description for all the scents we received this month. Thanks so much to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back into the episode.
Rules command.
I hate this guy. I've seen this guy pop up over the last week, and it's been upsetting, to say the
A little
least.
bit quieter than the rest of the group.
What is on my walls are those EPs. These are. Let me see. How many can you count in one shot here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Almost all of them. There's one off way to this side. Nope, way off to this side. You can't see. They're records. They're vinyl. I have a vinyl hanging up on my walls, on my back wall here, that I rotate out. That's about the extent of decoration in my apartment, basically. No, there's some more stuff like off camera you can't see, like this direction, but that's on like the forbidden area of my apartment.
Oh my god.
Do I have a full screenshot? This might get wonky. Let me see. Can I just do camera? This might be out of focus or look bad. Let me see. Where's just camera? Where's anything? Yeah, there's one off camera you can't see. But that's a fuller shot. Now I fucking didn't get to see you. They were voting out this lady? Why? Nice that I don't have space for everything. Yeah, the records, I quickly when I started collecting records like vinyl like 3 years ago now. It was very funny. When I first got some, I thought like, oh, I bought enough for like 12 spaces on my wall. I was like, I'll not that, it'll take a while. Like I wasn't thinking I was gonna be buying a bunch, and I quickly outgrew like 12 within like a month or two. And then I bought like different. Now I have like a bookshelf thing. Like again, off into the abyss here. You would never be able to see. That now houses. I think I'm almost approaching 100. 100 different pieces of vinyl records. I think.
She was a little bit quieter than the rest of the group.
This is such a bad vote. I'm absolutely shocked that they don't see what me and the guy who first got eliminated saw with the guy in the hat. So maybe it's not as apparent, but
Oh my god.
You guys did good.
I think I said.
I was the figurines, books among it. Yeah, the thing is, I've got a good handful of that stuff. I have a lot of stuff in like kind of like storage in my apartment. But like as far as like out and about, I try to keep most of my stuff kind of limited because I don't want my apartment just kind of be overrun with a bunch of stuff. Again, off this side of the camera, I have another bookshelf that has like a bunch of books and movies and just a couple figures that I have and things of that, games, some physical games that mean stuff to me.
Third grade 7. There are words that I say in the American way now.
Mallory, I know you're not American.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box.
You're British to me.
All right, majority rules. That means we move on to round 3.
Wait, did he not raise his hand? Because that's a big sign.
You'd wish to continue the game.
If he doesn't raise his hand, that's a good sign. Yep. Only the mole especially wouldn't want to keep going and playing another round. This is easy. This is easy.
All right, majority rules. That means we move on to round 3.
He's looking around nervous.
Do you guys still think the mole's in the box right now? 100%. Who do you think it is?
No suspicions about these two. I have
Who do you think it is?
Well, we can't tell you right now, can we?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were all British. Like I really was ready to.
Honestly,
Ready to win?
starting to pick up on some accent glitches.
I'm just a really suspicious person generally.
Okay.
So.
If you had to pick one item from a supermarket, what was it like your favorite item from that store? So
Chocolate fingers.
Hey, this is a really random thing to say, but the meal deal, the Tesco meal deal.
Oh my god, yes.
They're
Tesco meal deal.
always the best.
Of course.
Ironically, there were these. It came in a yellow package. It was like an American pancake. It was so good. You put it in the toaster, and I put it in the toaster all the time. It was really tasty. It was just a generic. I think it might have been.
I don't know that one.
But it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't something notable.
What would you get?
the prawn cocktail sandwich, definitely.
Oh, no, I like this crisps, the prawn cocktail crisps.
The pink one.
I think the crisps I miss the most are Monster Munch and Quavers.
I was going to say Quavers. I was going to say Quavers.
What's it?
Crinkle cut cheesy what's it?
No, I don't think with what's it.
No? What about discos? Do you guys like discos?
What's a disco?
Yeah, so they're crisp.
Discos, the crisps?
Yeah.
They have like a bunch of flavors,
They're
salt,
like old
vinegar,
school ones, man.
barbecue.
Here or UK?
UK?
Oh, no.
They're not here at all.
No.
He didn't know what
Discos.
discos were. I mean, okay, well, he can't be British.
My initial suspicions. Michael.
What?
I don't know. Just out of everybody.
It's probably my accent, like I'm
No,
from
not
Liverpool.
even the act. I think also too, you were
Yeah.
the only one who didn't raise your hand. And
I really thought that, because I thought you guys were good.
Yeah, you have to just raise your hand. Even if, okay, so when he looks around and 3 people raise their hand, you have to be quick about it. You can't be slow. If you're slow, then, but you instantly have to see everyone else start to raise their hand, and then you got to raise your hand too. You have to. You absolutely have to, because you come across suspicious then.
I was like, okay, these are my fellow Brits right
and
here.
then you said I thought you all were British. There were just some things.
No
I
one
was
has
like-
that much British camaraderie.
I'm not saying it is you.
Okay.
I'm just saying out of everyone who it could have been. In my
Unfortunate.
mind,
Okay.
it was closer to being you.
I'd rather not say.
So now you look suspicious.
Nah.
I don't trust anyone. You could all be lying to me.
If it's any, I mean,
Eliminate
I know this is
everyone.
cheating, but I literally have a tattoo on my body of my postcode.
And we're going.
Momentum.
Oh, it's my guy, Michael B. Jordan. And a bank.
He didn't know what disco chips were.
Damn. 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 What were the other votes? Oh, see, he fucked up. He could have protected himself by voting for the hat guy. The other hat guy. This guy. Because then it would have been split. Damn. Hindsight.
He didn't know what disco chips were.
You mother.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
wait, I'm
know.
surprised.
He knows, you know.
I'm really bitter about being voted out. Just because somebody doesn't know the same snack as you does not mean that their nationality should be questioned.
Exactly. Yeah, Omar. Yeah, Omar.
If you think
Although I did pick him
the
first,
mole
so.
is still in the box and you'd like to continue the game,
They're going to play another round, aren't they?
Oh God.
They're playing another round.
I still feel she might be the mole.
Really?
If they play another round, she has to be fearful, because now they...
I'm really, like...
I mean, I guess.
continue.
Okay, so you got your dual
Her days are
citizenship when
numbered.
You were 12. Did you move with your family, and where did you move to?
I got sponsored by my auntie.
Sponsored?
Yeah, we got sponsored from when we were really young, so pretty much when we were born. By the time it came through, that was a waiting list back then. So
Wow.
it came through when we were 12. When we were kids, we used to come every year. My mum wanted us to move, you know, or have the option when we're older to be able to go back and forth, you know.
I've been here for 11 years. I came in 2012, and I originally came over to see my sister. She lives in North Carolina. She has her own little deli, so I was helping her out. And then in 2014, I moved to LA, and I've been here since. Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, I know you guys are like ganging up on me. My dad works at an IT company, and so they asked if he could be the manager in LA, and we all moved, and we've been here for 12 years.
Okay.
Went to school here.
You said you go UCLA, yeah?
I go to UCLA. I'm studying linguistic anthropology, minoring in French. I don't know.
Linguistic anthropology.
Yeah.
Do you know a lot about football?
No.
Like, do you know any of the teams in the Premier League?
Well, okay, I never
you
got
also?
into football
Okay.
really when I was there. I only supported the teams that my friends.
Which ones? What teams?
Yeah, they willingly came here.
Chelsea, Arsenal, Man U were like the
Or
main
not
ones.
willingly, I guess.
I don't watch sports in general, really.
Okay.
If a game's on, if the World Cup's on, obviously
You'll watch it.
England all the way. But in general,
I don't really watch too much football, but if you grow up in England.
You'll know about the Premier League.
yeah, no. Gosh, this is hard.
She's in trouble.
I had a feeling.
That sucks. That sucks. She lost her basically. Oh man.
Guys are wrong.
Oh man.
They'd made a pact, and I was just the only one not in that pact.
Do you feel confident in your choice?
I do.
This is rare. I'm trying to remember the last time in an Odd One Out episode we've got down to just 2 people, which I think you can't go down to 1, obviously. I think this might be a first. You'd have to check the records, but like this may be the first time we got down to actually just 2 people, which is crazy. Also, for my picks, I have one that's still in the box, one outside the box, so we won't know until the very end.
Definitely.
Not
Here.
the mole, are you? Okay, good.
If the lights turn green, that means that you have voted the mole out.
But if
You
it
both
turns
win.
red,
if the lights turn red,
I'm 50-50 that I win.
means the mole is still in
So-
the box, and you lose. So,
Yes, you did a good job.
No, I'm coming home. Yeah, nothing to worry about.
3, 2, 1.
All right, who's it going to be then? I mean, my first pick was the tall guy, tallest man. Omar, I think his name. I could see it be him or her. God, now I'm just picking everyone, right? But like, it's probably him.
Will the mole reveal themselves
Damn.
in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That was
Dang.
my first pick, man.
They got him.
I got it from the get-go.
You knew it was Tejas, and you continued to play.
I told you it's all about the De Niro's, yo.
I studied, but
This
not,
guy.
not the geography. I was looking at the map, but I didn't recognize all the places. And I could always do somewhat of a British accent, or at least I thought I could. And then I just Googled, like, where's the most amount of brown people from this and I was like, Leicester it is.
Your accent was really good.
I was thinking, I had somewhat of a plan, but not knowing geography is pretty American, so I'm pretty sure.
Flabbergasted, dumbstruck, bewildered.
He
That's
probably
a
sounded
loss.
more British than me.
On me.
I guess I have a joke. I'm not sure it's very funny. But what would you call my leaving the box in the first round? Brexit. Sorry, that was all I could think about when I left. I was like,
A
oh my
Brexit
God.
joke.
Yeah. Anyway.
Classic.
Some more in there, yo.
Common L. Get out of here. Also, hello to you as well. All right. That's a loss. I get a loss. It's fine. Now, 6 women who have orgasmed versus a fake. This is, I feel, going to be tough. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I hope you're ready to hear the word orgasmed over and over again on this episode.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
Now this is insane that I have to pick this. Wait, is this? Wait, it says 6 women who have orgasms versus a fake. Isn't that 7? But I only see 6 people. Did they miscount? What was the?
I've orgasmed.
1?
I've orgasmed.
2,
I've orgasmed.
3,
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
5.
I've orgasmed.
That's, yeah, they're misrepresenting. We have another just 6. Because,
I've orgasmed.
okay. So I have to pick someone just by how they're saying that they've orgasmed. This is tough. Okay. I believe in myself. This is the ultimate body language reading.
I've orgasmed.
Not convinced.
I've
Yes.
orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
Yes.
I've orgasmed.
Yes.
I've orgasmed.
Not convinced.
I've orgasmed.
Yes. Okay. My thoughts first are going to be her or her. Did I get names? I didn't even get names. They're skimping. Jubilee and Odd One Out are skimping. We used to get names. We used to be a society. This used to be a proper, man. This wouldn't be happening on my watch. You know, if I was a producer, if I was an editor.
Orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
Okay, I'm locking in her first. Pink top. That box. That's my first lock.
So I'll start with kind of like my ish.
How the hell do you get this info? How do you... what is this gonna be? What are the questions? What are we talking about, ladies? How are we doing this?
I kind of like stayed away from sex for a while, but then I went to college, had that college experience. It's kind of progressed a lot from there.
Was it your first?
No, I know, like, it's obviously, like, honor system kind of thing, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, this isn't like the infamous episode where we had the 6 psychics. And it was like, well, what are professional psychics? And what it was like, I was still at the end of the episode wondering, like, what the hell did professional psychic mean? But, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just curious about, like what...
Stayed away from sex for
I'm just curious how you start trying to pick people out of this. Like, I'm, as, like, a group, like, I wouldn't...
a while, but then I went to college, had that college experience. It's kind of progressed a lot from there.
Was it your first orgasm in general or with someone else?
With someone else.
For me personally, I was never really concerned with like dating or a relationship. And then I met this guy in class and our first hookup like did not go as planned, as I feel like it never does.
Yeah.
Then I like came out to California and I started like dating, and I think that's when like I had.
Who came up with this idea? The crackheads or the crackpot team at Jubilee, man. I mean, this is the type of episode you get after, like, the well has run dry. They've tapped, like, this part of this exercise of me and by extension you watching this with me. We're chronicling just the dearth of ideas. Like, them trying to come up with new ideas for episodes is part of the enjoyment. You go back early on into the series, episodes that make sense. Now we get this. Absurd.
Had my first orgasm. I feel like there were times where like you fake it because like, you know, you might love him or you might not love him. And it's like, let me just do what I can in this moment.
There was something just sus about her. She's too sweet to be able to like say her piece in bed.
Some sus.
I didn't finish because of a partner until I realized I was...
How many people are watching this? On the Jubilee channel? Too much. And I'm honestly just aiding in the problems. Let's be real. I'm just one of many.
Lesbian, so I was just sus about her. She's too sweet to be able to like say her piece in bed. I didn't finish because of a partner until I realized I was lesbian. So I was just like with guy after guy after guy, and I was like, why isn't this working? Something's just not clicking. And I definitely thought it was like something about me or my body. Like I thought I was being difficult. And then I was like, oh, it's not a me thing like at all.
Yeah. 4 years ago was when I got sexually active, and my first time also was terrible. It was at this situationship.
Wait, so when did you have your first orgasm?
With a partner would be 4 years ago when I was in that situationship.
Oh, like even though it was like
yeah,
not
that
great,
first
like
time
it
was
still
bad,
happened.
but we still
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you think? Shoot, I wish I stopped.
You wish you cut it
loose.
I didn't have my first orgasm with a partner till I was like 21. I feel like that goes into a lot of sex education and being taught like sex is for like babies and not to achieve orgasm. But it happened. Yeah. And now it keeps happening.
I would say the first time I actually orgasmed with a partner, I was 21. It was just kind of funny because I didn't think I was gonna lose it until I like got married. I'm like third generation, like hyper religious family, so church girls.
I like purity ring and everything. Like it was
I don't know. I'm trying to pick up on body language because that's all I've got at this point. I'm struggling.
Can you see me?
I'm struggling.
She was like giving me like young, innocent vibes.
Yeah,
just
that
off
young
of,
innocent.
like,
That's what I was picking
initial
up on.
Stories, I felt like hers was the most vague.
Something she said threw off my gaydar. I'm usually really good at detecting women who go both ways, so that was a surprise.
Well, I'll say it now, just because I got the vibes from the beginning. I'm locking her in as my second pick. So these are my two. And we go from there.
Wow.
Really? Oh, bye, Mia.
Bye. Just based off of the first
Out of the
initial
box.
take, it's kind of hard to relate to my story, or it seems very like fantastical or weird. So it kind of makes sense.
I have a question. What was your best sexual experience?
Sexual experience or best orgasm?
Ooh. I would say I like saying like experience.
You want to share first?
Sure. I would say actually recently I went for my friend's birthday.
Fun.
And we went out to a bar. That was my first time going home with somebody.
Oh, wow.
And I think that was my favorite for sure, just because the spontaneity of it. And the guy was older, so he just really knew what he was doing.
Okay. I feel like mine isn't the like best one to go off of, but it was the best experience for me. I was on my period, so maybe TMI, I don't know.
No. Damn.
There was just something about her. I was like, I don't care, you don't care, and then it just happened, and I was like,
That's hot. Yeah.
ugly face, everything.
See, I've had guys where they're like, like we need to stop. So I've had multiple experiences years back with older men, like mid-30s to 40s.
Old.
There was one experience, it was just like, you know, it wasn't planned, like it was just in the moment, and like he just knew what he was doing, and it's like the like, you know, like grabbing me and like just saying, yes.
I've been in theater. That doesn't feel convincing to me.
I think for me was actually like a guy that I had just met in college. Me and my friends always make the joke, like if they ask me where I'm going, like, oh, I'm gonna go see Rocket Ship, because that's what I called him. Like that's what it felt like.
Damn, you're known as the Rocket Ship? That's pretty good.
In that moment when you've never had an orgasm and it happens, I just
That's
feel
gotta
like
be a
it's, like,
confidence
stars
boost right
just,
there.
like, that's what
That
it felt
got
like to
me-
me. So
For me, this threesome I had with the well-known guy and his girlfriend, he had like a playlist like Drake and The Weeknd,
the vibe.
and like it was just, you know.
Drake. Ugh. Already bad, but for sex too? Ugh. I'm hard judging.
Oh, it's a lot of like sexual tension in one space.
That's like the main part of it, I feel like, is not just like specifically the sex.
It's gonna be a no for me.
Because me specifically, like, I'm not gonna come like just from like,
Well, that's
you
what I
know?
was gonna say is like, I wouldn't say it was like the best sex of my life, but when I think like sexual experience, that's the first one because there was such a mood. And of course, like since I'm like the guest star, I'm like extra paid attention to.
Yeah.
So I was like doing things, I was on like my head doing like a handstand.
I love it.
It was crazy.
So with that in mind, like what does an orgasm actually feel like to you? Because I said it feels like a rocket ship, like a spaceship.
Honestly, like for me, your body like tenses up. How I kind of feels like melting sometimes, but then sometimes like if you change the momentum and it's slow, it feels like butterflies and bubble. You know what I mean? I feel like every orgasm to me is like
All right, everyone, talk about what.
definitely different.
Yeah.
One way of putting it is like I feel like I'm gonna pee. Like I have to focus. Like I have to like make it happen. Otherwise, like if I stop thinking about it, then it's not. Then it doesn't.
I'm the same.
I've heard some people like say that who aren't like really experienced sexually. So I was like, maybe she's just trying to go off like internet resources.
I feel like I honestly blank out. I feel like it's one of it's an out of body experience. I know everyone says it like is white hot, but I just blank out. I feel like it's just like one of the few times I can really like, let go and just be present because my brain is just always going on.
So it depends if it's the first orgasm, because I have this thing where like once I come, I can like keep coming like 10 times like in a row. I've had orgasms where it's just like yours, where
Chill,
it's,
lady.
You gotta, like concentrate to get there, and then others where I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, I had to listen to
Good for her though. Fuck it.
I was having a moment.
Her recollection of her orgasm, it felt very like by the book.
I was like, it's Sarah, Jada, but then Jada was like, oh, I call my guy Rocket Man. You only give nicknames to some good
No. I think I said something about it taking so long for me to get there with a partner. And then when I said church girl, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd wish to play the game, please raise your hand at this time.
Okay, wait, I have a question. When did it come to the understanding, or if you always had it, where an orgasm is about both people?
I would say in college, because like you, I wasn't really into it sexually. That's when I was interested in learning about other people, especially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After I left my 4-year relationship, he had told me like, oh, no one's ever gonna love you. Like, no one's ever gonna wanna have sex with you again. Like, literally those words. And every partner after that, I've been like focused on them. Like, it's never been about me. It's always been about how can I please them.
I was thinking, okay, well, maybe she switched tactics, and that's what really brings her pleasure, is bringing other people pleasure.
I was never really a sexual person anyway. Like, I had the purity ring. I was saving myself for marriage.
My answer is around church. I was raised like super Catholic. And so for me, it didn't even really conceive in my head that like, oh, this is for women too, because everything is so like serving for the man, cooking, cleaning for the man, having a household for the man. I didn't even literally start like thinking like, I want to come too, till I was like 21. And that was like our cultural influences and women talking about sex and being more open.
It's for both.
Oh yeah, fuck the patriarchy, honestly.
Because I'm like, what am I here for?
I have a question. So how did you feel the first time someone was able to get you there? Like, especially because it sounds like a lot of us had religious backgrounds. Like, because I know the first time I felt it, it took me a second to feel okay.
Yeah.
And like, I remember during the whole process just feeling like I was being watched. Like, I have a lot of like deceased loved ones too. So like, just feeling like they were watching me.
The ghosts were watching you? What a horrifying thought. If I thought like anyone dead that was related to me or I've ever known was like watching me when I was having sex, that sucks. New fear unlocked. Ghosts.
Second to feel okay.
Yeah.
And like, I remember during the whole process just feeling like I was being watched. Like, I have a lot of like deceased loved ones too. So like, just feeling like they were watching me.
Am I doing something bad?
I would hope if ghost spirits are like a thing like that and like this, I would hope they're doing something like they have the decency to like not be in the present. Those ghosts are freaks. If they're your loved ones and then they're in the room or whatever while you're like doing it, that's fucked up.
Oh, you guys!
I don't like this. I don't like the thought of this. I don't like this.
Mentally what you go through.
Then later on, it's like, Shoot, they can watch what they want to.
Bruh.
One of the things was the white shirt. I don't know. When I think of white, I think of purity.
The white
Also
shirt!
said something about how she wanted to save herself for marriage. She had a purity ring. So I'm like, if you add all those things together.
Man, that's crazy. I don't know about this, man. God.
Felt like she was kind of like talking a little too much and trying to explain her story to where we believed it. What? Okay. I felt like
Out of the box.
I was very authentic with my story. I think I talked a little more about my past experience with my Christianity, plus the white shirt. I think they kind of went for that too.
If the lights turn
Damn,
green,
the
that
shirt
means that you
color
are voted
choice.
the mole out
Ugh.
and you win.
Disgusting.
If the lights turn red, that means the mole
So I again have one in and one out of
still
the
in
box, so.
and you all lose. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh! 33% chance I win. Here we go.
I knew it! Oh, no!
It's the one on the end, isn't it? It's the one on the end. I think I could tell by body. I mean, she's just standing there laughing.
Will the mole please?
Is it her or is it my pick?
In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck.
I knew it!
Shut up!
I'm so bad at this.
No! Not you! I like
Yes, her.
intuition. When the light turned red and there was 3 of us, I was like, I knew it was Jada! And it wasn't!
I have never come from someone else giving that to me. I enjoy sex all the time. Nobody.
Like you said,
has
Common, you want to
really
get punched?
taken the time to learn how to make me come, I guess. So
I'm gonna choke
I
you
love
out.
talking about sex because I think that there's this narrative that everybody should be able to come just, and I don't. And I still have fun and I still learn a lot about myself.
Wow, you got it good.
I was nervous.
Never would have guessed.
My biggest goals today was to use my authentic experiences without inherently lying.
Probably should have paid more attention to her. Yeah, that's a woman that gets what she wants, and she did. Dang it.
Damn it. 0 for 2 so far.
I wanted to come here today to show that sex is just so different for everybody and you just have to find your way and you find your flow, and just because you have an orgasm doesn't mean that you don't have good sex.
I just hope everyone can get inspired by this episode to
I'm
ask
inspired.
their wants and needs during sex, and hopefully you come and you come hard.
What a parting message. I need to start closing my streams like that. I hope you come and come hard. Until next time. Let's start doing that. Alright. Surely I don't go winless tonight, alright? Surely. I may not be in tune with the women who may or may not have orgasmed, but I might be more in tune with the men who are or may not be aren't in therapy. That's very funny, actually. Even Automod was like, I don't know if you want that word there. That'll be a good one. All right, here we go. 6 men in therapy versus fake. Although we know Jubilee can't count, so there's a chance that there's not going to be 7 people like this suggests.
I am in therapy.
I am in therapy.
I am in therapy.
I'm in therapy.
I'm in therapy.
I'm in therapy.
I am in therapy.
Oh, actually 7. We learned how to count. Jubilee from one episode to the next know how to count to 7.
I am in
I believe you're in therapy.
therapy.
I
believe you're in therapy.
I am in therapy.
Did you see his eyes dart when he said that?
I am in therapy.
Third guy?
I'm in therapy.
I am in therapy.
But I'll let it slide for right now.
I'm in therapy.
I believe it.
I'm in therapy.
I believe it.
I'm in therapy.
I believe it.
I'm in therapy.
Oh, fuck. This is tough. I want to say one of him or... I'm going to go with this guy first. Was it sleeveless? Is that like a denim vest thing? Denim jacket thing?
All right, let's talk about trauma.
Oh, they get chairs. We're talking about therapy. You get chairs, dude. Look at that. You don't have to stand in the imaginary box. When we're talking about therapy. More intimate setting here. I like it.
Are we trauma dumping?
Let's dive right into it. What if we started like this? What if we all talk about maybe when we started therapy, how many therapists we've seen probably, and then can we end it with something that we're grateful for?
Sure, I love that.
My name's Franco. I've been in therapy for about a year and a half. I'm grateful to just be a better communicator just because of it. You know, just able to talk properly, not just throwing my emotions out.
I've been in therapy since 2019, which would be sophomore year for me in high school. I've actually only had one, and I feel
What's his
really,
name?
really lucky for that. But
just throwing my emotions out.
I have
been in
hiccups now.
therapy since 2019, which would be
serious
sophomore year for me in high school. I've actually only had one, and I feel really, really lucky for that. But my dad is a therapist, and my mom is like a counselor, and so they were able to find me a therapist in sophomore year.
I was a little suspicious because like, oh, his parents are therapists. As a natural young man, you're rebellious against your parents. That would already make me not like therapy at all.
I've been going to therapy for about 4 years now. I think the beautiful thing about therapy is like you have the option to choose what's best suited for you. You shouldn't just like give up on it. And right now I'm currently working with a therapist. We talk every Wednesday and it's been like phenomenal. We've been with each other for almost a year now, and I love it.
Right now, you can double.
Oh, you can double up Peter Piper Pizza, dude. Who wants to go to Peter Piper Pizza with me? Let's go to Peter Piper Pizza. It's apparently a big thing here.
Give up on it. And right now I'm currently working with a therapist. We talk every
Mid,
Wednesday, and it's been like
less than
phenomenal.
mid
We've
pizza.
been with each other for almost a year now, and I love it.
I'm Cameron. I've been doing therapy for about 2 years. I went through two. One was a school therapist, and so I found another therapist outside of school, and he's been fantastic. So I've been working with him for about 2 years.
I'm Marcus. I've been going to therapy now officially, I'd say a little over 9 months. So it's still new-ish.
It's an easy excuse for a mole to be like, I've only been in therapy for not that long, so I might not have all the terminology or the ability and the skills to express myself and have the conversation.
I'm Veth, and I've been in therapy for 6 months now. I'm on my first therapist, and things have been going great. Though
How long?
Have the conversation.
I'm Veth, and I've been in therapy for 6 months now. I'm
6
on
months.
my first therapist, and things have been going great. The thing that I was looking for was a gay man of color, just because they have that, they just understand the culture and kind of what we've all been through.
I'm Gerardo. I started therapy probably.
Why'd they go? Was that just an editing choice, or do you think they really went out of order at the end there for some reason?
When I was in middle school, but it was very on and off. And I guess what I've struggled with is just, like you guys said, I think finding someone who could resonate with your life path is really what I'm looking for. And I think with my current therapist, you also have to put in the work and be honest. Like, I think that's a key thing too. Like, you can't, if you lie to your therapist, they can't help you. I'm realizing that part of it is putting in the work myself and being able to be honest with my therapist. And at first, we weren't really vibing, but we were starting to...
Thumbs up!
Hey good humans, it's John. We want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of today's
Oh God, BetterHelp?
and it's 100% online.
All right, this is where I start. Don't. BetterHelp has so many problems. Look it up. Bad. I think most places. I mean, this is a years old video at this point, but most places are now onto it. The scam of BetterHelp and the bad things associated with it have been much publicized, at this point. Holy shit. But so many places around this time were taking sponsorship money from like BetterHelp because it was just a bunch of money, advertising money, just going out the bank. But fuck BetterHelp, dude. No. 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 No.
Check out the link in the description
No.
below. Get 10% off your first month.
Don't do it.
BetterHelp.com/Jubilee Media. That's betterhelp.com/Jubilee Media.
That's what you get out of me.
BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. Now let's get back.
I have a personal policy. They're baked in ads get to stay, but I will talk over it. Now I'm curious who they vote for first round.
Finding out that he has family that is in the therapy profession, I was like, that's a little convenient.
I came in here and I was like, all right, there's probably two strategies. If I was a mole, I would be either leading the conversation or really quiet. I'd probably do what he's doing if I was a mole.
We actually have a tie.
Wow. Fucking tie.
The tie is between Veth and Cirrus.
I started
She's
therapy
so
to
devastated.
help me work through some traumatic experiences that I went through in early high school. I believe the type of therapy that my therapist specializes in is called narrative therapy. He has me kind of walk through my experiences that I went through, and then he helps me like shift my perspective on them away from, wow, this was this horrible thing that happened to me, specifically with dealing with things that happened in early high school. And I've been seeing him for 2.5 years,
So since starting therapy, I've learned a bunch of different coping mechanisms. One of the things that brought me into therapy was abusing alcohol, and I'm going through kind of just the very beginning stages of learning different mental disorders like ADHD and starting to work with psychiatrists and everything.
I think they're both good. Oh.
Sorry, buddy.
This. All right, who am I locking in second? I'm gonna go with my guy in the beanie little thing. I'm locking him as my second.
Yes,
I forget his
we
name.
Talk about like reasons that we went into therapy. So around 2016, there was a motorcycle accident that took the life of one of my closest friends from the Marine Corps. Obviously, with the military, that's prolonged use of alcohol, so like that's never an easy thing to deal with. I was like, okay, if I don't get help now, I'm about to self-sabotage and literally, like, we probably wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah, so I went about 2 years ago. I started going. It started off with like I got out of a relationship that was pretty. It shouldn't have been really brutal, but it really was brutal on me. And then I realized that all the relationships around me were the same as that, and so they're all hollow. And so I realized I was looking at other people to get value from them.
As men too, I don't know how you guys feel, but it's kind of taught that we're not supposed to feel, and then we learn how to suppress our emotions. I always thought I was a people pleaser, but I know I've also hurt people. I have a substance abuse problem, and I like to say hurt people, but healed people, heal people.
He sounded so scripted. Not
Damn.
says wasn't genuine, but it just sounded so
That's
rehearsed
tough.
that I was like, okay, that might be something.
No, I definitely
Too
agree with you,
rehearsed.
You know, especially like in the black culture, you know, it's a stigma for us to just even talk about like our emotions. Like we mask a lot of our emotions in humor because that's just how like we talk about stuff. But you know, especially myself being military, it's like I got like 3 whammies against me. It's like military, black, man. Yeah, we need to talk about the stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
He seemed too animated. Like maybe he was trying to convince me that he's not the mole.
These meals changed every.
Oh shit, you want some meals? Stick that shit in the microwave, mate.
Damn, guys, you did me dirty. That's okay.
He's so upset.
All love, all love.
If you think the mole
Pour my
is
heart
still
out and then
boxing
immediately
at
get
the
eliminated.
Game, raise your hand.
Feel like shit.
Yeah.
Going back to the aspect of being a people pleaser, like at a certain point, I kind of lost what my identity was. And so I was just like, I would kind of blend into whatever anybody needed at that point in time.
You don't even see that.
Yeah.
It's so hard to
Yeah, and so I just wasn't processing that I wasn't looking after myself at all or what I wanted. Like I thought, oh, you know, got to get married, have kids, because that's what you do. And then I like asked myself, why do I want that? And it's like, oh, because my parents did that.
That could potentially be a strategy too, is kind of lost in the noise type attitude. So I was like, okay, if I was a mole, that could be easy to find a lie in there.
I feel you 100% on that. I'm in my 30s, haven't held a relationship down for X amount of time. It's like, and my parents never pressured me to get married or have children. I always put the pressure on myself. Never. So like, even just trying to deal with that when therapy is like something to talk about right now.
I resonate so heavily with what you're saying about being whoever you need to be for the people around you. That's been the biggest thing for me lately, is figuring out how to put my own needs first. So hard. So
it's exhausting.
They become a pillar of your life, and then that pillar gets ripped out, and then you fall, you know?
Right.
I noticed as our therapy session was going along, he kind of pulled back.
Honestly, at that point, I was just grasping for straws. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Fair.
Dang it. All right, boys.
Sorry,
Adios.
boss man.
You're good.
Adios.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you want to continue the game, raise your hand.
I really,
Was that a
I
raise?
think we got
I
it.
I think you got it.
I guess I feel like we got the person out, but like, yeah, I feel like,
And I can let it go.
yeah.
I feel like I trust all of your stories, and I relate to all your stories a lot.
Same.
That's exactly what the mole would say.
So we decided we're going to end it?
Yeah, you can call it.
We're gonna end it.
No, okay.
Lights turn.
Let's see. Both my picks are in the box, so I have to. It has to turn red for me to have a chance.
Out, and you all win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box.
Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
2, 1.
This is why I have trust issues.
I trust too easily.
Sometimes it's good.
It's that guy. It's Cirrus, isn't it?
Go with your gut.
Will the mole reveal themselves in 3, 2, 1?
Yeah.
I know it.
I'm so sorry.
Your poker
I voted
face
in
is
line.
Sorry.
Your poker face is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. So almost everything I said was true. My whole story, everything. My parents are therapists. I have seen a therapist before.
My guess was that like once you said that your parents were therapists, that gave me sort of like a suspicion. I'm like, maybe he just knows certain terminologies because he grew up in a household.
It definitely
had to.
Yeah,
It
and
had to.
I really appreciate all the conversations we had though. I felt like
No,
this was really awesome.
If we're gonna,
You
like,
lied.
It's lighthearted, it's fun. If we're gonna take anything from this, is that like, you know what? Like men can be vulnerable and can share and like and not at one point in time that I feel judged. Or
Going
judged.
0-3 on a Jubilee on odd one outs feels bad.
Some men are still hesitant to go to therapy.
Gotta be
I'm
honest.
a huge proponent for therapy for everyone. I think it's really important for a lot of people, and I think it is a really helpful resource. And I think we need to work to destigmatize it.
I'd say one last thing.
Absolutely.
Real quick, because I feel like I have a responsibility to use this platform, and I also, with the story I was telling you about with the gentleman that died in the motorcycle accident, I actually keep a bracelet with his name on here. His name's Lance Corporal Malik Andre Baxter. So I gotta, take this time to send my love to his family and to all the people in my old unit who have either taken their lives or have lost their lives through unfortunate circumstances. So this is for you guys.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
That should have been me.
Enjoy your blood money.
I feel like that's not your first time doing
that.
that.
Yeah, I'll pay for my therapy.
Damn. It's got to be a long time since I've gone like completely winless, especially doing like 3 episodes back to back to back. Fuck. That's guaranteed negative energy heading into this weekend for sure. Bad vibes, as I say. Damn.